from Jesus.
Today's word is reciprocity. Reciprocity. Don't ask me to do a damn thing that you wouldn't do for me.
Now, these very clandestine and nefarious acts are creeping into the lives of American women, and I do hope that they are paying attention. Now, by now, I would think that you are aware of these very deliberate, clandestine legal actions that are being taken to stymie the rights of women. It is going to have an adverse effect on your lives and your right to choose. Now, federal judge suspends FDA approval of abortion pill. A federal judge on Friday sided with anti-abortion groups, seeking a nationwide ban on abortion pills, revoking the FDA's approval. In a case that could reshape pregnancy in America, a federal judge on Friday sided with anti-abortion groups, seeking a nationwide ban on abortion pills, ruling that the Food and Drug Administration acted improperly in approving mifepristone in 2000. The ruling will go into effect in 7 days if a stay is not granted by an appeals court or by the Supreme Court. The ruling could affect people in every state, including those where abortion access is protected. By the way, this article was taken from Start News. The article continues. In issuing his decision, Federal Judge Matthew Kuzmark said that he did not second-guess FDA's decision-making lightly, but said regulators acquiesced on its legitimate safety concerns due to political pressure at the time of the approval. Healthcare attorneys and public health experts have said the lawsuit is based on spurious claims that the FDA has not properly evaluated mifepristone, as well as a clear misreading of federal law. The American Medical Association said the ruling flies in the face of science and evidence and threatens to upend access to a safe and effective drug. Now listen, as always, this is my opinion. But when this story came up on my Google feed, I was not surprised. Because, it's just the way they strong-armed and overturned Roe v. Wade. There's that constant need to remind women, especially women, of who is in charge. I know women will always find a way to take care of themselves, but it is amazing how the Christian conservatives always have to remind women of their power and dystopian disposition, of which they are very proud. And men and the constant need to police and regulate women's behavior. Hence, what we do with our bodies is the perfect embodiment of cognitive dissonance. Because listen, why don't men volunteer for vasectomies? But no, the onus is always on the woman to guard against the ultimate results of what two people may have consented to, with the exception of those women who clearly are victims in these circumstances. You have to understand that this is not the concern of this very patriarchal society. That will soon implode. It will implode eventually because the fear-mongering and the rhetoric is counterproductive. So to any woman who still expects a sympathetic ear, please, you're wasting your time. Because that is not what they do. Unfortunately, when they enact these laws, it puts women at risk and put them in danger, because then you'll have to find alternative measures to take care of situations that may occur, and they're not always safe. So these abortion laws encroaches upon a woman's right to choose and her free will, which is unfortunate. Which brings me to this point. As women, all you want to do is to live and exist in a world where you can carve out that little space where you function and exist in peace and harmony. But there's always something coming up to challenge your situation or your position. And ironically, without fail, it is always of the male persuasion. So ladies, be safe, stay alert, protect yourselves. And please, ladies, be aware that the disruptors will attack the methods that are accessible and affordable to you in an effort to frustrate you and to force women to succumb under pressure to their way. Remain ever vigilant. And one last thing, do not allow yourself to be bamboozled. And you have to also be careful with whom you seek counsel. Depending on the laws of the state, well, they said that most states will be affected by this. You have to be careful. You know what I'm intimating. I mean, this is really scary and devastating developments. Notwithstanding this, there is always a way, and always measures, like I previously mentioned, that women can take that will protect them and offer that safety net in these circumstances. And it has become apparent, very distastefully, that men much rather be up in a woman's business than they would in a man's. You know, they find the solace being in women's spaces and in women's business. So now there they are with a flashlight, going from wall to wall with their opinions. We know where this came from and we know where it's going. And the invasive and very intrusive actions clearly has political overtones, which is a clear indication of prioritizing by order of importance. So ladies, you have to find a way to protect yourself. You have to find a way to mitigate these circumstances because they exist. And these are things that you have to find a way around. Now, as usual, I'm inviting you to share your thoughts down in the comment section. And as always, stay safe and be self-aware. And subscribe for more snippets of wisdom and real talk. See you in the next one.
I said what I said.